What's up, guys? I got back from Europe about a week and a day ago. This video I just wanted to make on things that I have been doing to kind of keep me from going into a post-trip funk. I know that personally in the past I've been one to fall into a post-trip funk where I just feel super disinterested in the life that I'm living at home until I have something else booked. And as I've gotten older and as I've traveled more, I just don't think that's any way to live. You need to be where your feet are. And I feel like the more that I've traveled and the older I've gotten, the more I've been able to just avoid getting into that kind of funk. So I wanted to make a video of how I kind of avoid that, because I feel like a lot of people work normal 9-to-5 jobs and they get to take a vacation maybe once or twice a year, which is perfectly fine, but sometimes it can be hard to come back to real life after those vacations. And so hopefully this speaks to some of you and helps some of you out. I know that being more aware of these things has helped me come back to real life and appreciate where I'm at. Hopefully this helps out. I think because I was gone for so long, it made me crave a routine and crave just kind of being stagnant or staying in one place. While I was gone, I wasn't working out at all. The most physical activity I was getting was just going on walks. I wasn't adhering to any kind of special diet or anything. So I think that being gone and being outside of a routine, when I'm a very routine-oriented person, made me crave getting back into that so much, which I think is really good, and it was very needed because I was getting to a point beforehand where I felt like my routine was getting monotonous and I was kind of getting sick of it. So I think it was very refreshing to be gone for a little bit and have that uprooted, and then to come back and get into the hang of things a little bit. So I think that overall is the biggest thing that helps when coming back from a trip, is jumping into a routine. And there's a few different parts of routine that I think is very important to focus on. The first would be working out. Because I was in Europe and was just walking around most of the time, I craved lifting, which is what I normally do when I'm at home. So I missed the gym and I wanted to get right back into it when I got home. Whatever physical activity that you normally do at home, I think it's important to get right back into it when you get home from a trip, because that will make you feel a lot better. You're moving your body, you're getting your heart rate up, like your body needs that movement. I know that in the past when I would get into a funk after a trip, naturally you kind of just want to become reclusive. You want to stay in, you want to stay in bed or watch TV all day. You don't feel motivated. And I think that's the exact opposite of what you should be doing. When you're moving around and you're outside of your space, you feel a lot better. It's something challenging and something to work on. And I think that just puts you in a better state of mind. The second thing that I think is super important in terms of your routine is your eating habits. Normally, when I go on vacation, I won't grocery shop right before I leave because I'm like, this food is gonna go bad anyway, so I try to finish everything that I have. And then I go on vacation and then I come back and there's no food. And I don't want to go grocery shopping because I just want to stay inside and be reclusive. So I'll go out to eat the next few days after getting back, and then I feel like shit, and it's just like a horrible start to my routine and getting back into the hang of things. This trip was a little different. When I got back, there was food that was aligned with what I was supposed to be eating, like what my diet consists of right now. So when it came down to eating and preparing food, I already had food that was actually needed and that was in line with what my routine should be. So I didn't start off on the wrong foot. Like, I didn't go out to eat once when I got back. It was just, I started meal prepping my food right away. I went grocery shopping the day after I got back and like got all the food that I needed to get. So that helped a ton, because then you don't feel like for eating out when you get back. You're immediately jumping into your routine. And for me, that made the biggest difference. Like, my energy was so much higher. I was hitting my protein goals a lot easier because I was a bit more prepared for it. So I think that having some kind of food prepared for when you get back will make the biggest difference for having a successful routine. I feel like this trip, being gone for so long, really helped push me to be around people a lot longer than I'm used to. Normally after a week, my social battery is cut, like that's it, and I can't handle people after that. I was gone for 3 weeks and it was fine. And I got back and I went to like a girls' night when I got back. It was awesome. So I think that from here on out, I'm gonna make more of an effort to go hang out with people after I get back from trips, because I feel like that made the biggest difference in getting back into a routine and like feeling good, was just being around good people, laughing a bit, and like just having a fun time. Like it makes the life that you're living at home more enjoyable, and I'd say just hang out with your people more when you get back. And then the other thing that I would say is on trips, we kind of treat vacation as like a treat yourself type of thing. Like, this is my time to go do what I want, eat what I want, buy whatever I want, and that's great. But I think we need to be incorporating that a little bit more, or at least be more aware of how we're already doing that in our day-to-day life, so that way our normal life just doesn't seem as mundane. My lash days, my wax days, those are all treat myself types of activities, but sometimes it can seem like a chore or just like another thing to check off my to-do list. And so when I got back, like I was super excited to have my lash day. Like I got to catch up with my lash girl, and then I just had my wax today. I think just incorporating that idea, or being more aware of how you're treating yourself in your everyday life, again, makes your everyday life more enjoyable. And that way you're not just thinking about what's ahead, like what's the next trip I'm gonna go on, because that's what really will get you into a funk. Enjoy where you're at, treat yourself, or recognize how you already are treating yourself. We live in a day of overconsumption of everything, so you probably already are. Just start recognizing it. Okay, and then the other thing I feel like has really helped me jump back into real life and appreciate being back home is kind of cleaning up my environment and being aware of the place that I'm living in, creating in, and everything. Just for me, mostly my bedroom. Like when I got home, I went through and did all my laundry, I put away my suitcases. But I think just having a clean environment reflects a clean mind. It's less cluttered, you're not thinking about other things. It gives you space to be more creative and to enjoy. I don't know, I'll catch up with you guys later. What's up? That's kind of like all the tips that I had for this video. I feel like those are my main things that like contribute to my routine and make a huge difference when coming back from trips. That's what I've been doing since I've been back, and honestly I've had a really good time since I've been back. The weather hasn't been super pleasant or anything, but it's February, what are you gonna do? If you're kind of going through it right now, I know some people are probably experiencing seasonal depression and everything. Been there before, and I think those tips are kind of like what I've always implemented, and that always makes the biggest difference. So if you're going through it, hopefully this helps some of you guys. Hang in there. It's February, which means it's almost spring, which means it's almost summer. So we don't have much longer. I've got a couple new videos that I'm planning on making. The first, I've got to redo my vision board because last year's vision board contained a lot of stuff relating to Europe. So I kind of feel like it's just time to update it and get the new vision for this year going. So I'll take you through that with my sister. Europe made me realize that I want to get back into painting. If you follow me on Instagram, back when IGTV was a thing, before like Reels was a thing, I would film like me doing oil paintings, and I did Bob Ross type of stuff. I felt like I was pretty good at it, and I just stopped because I don't know, school and work and life. It was just like a hobby that I had during high school. And so going to Europe, seeing all the artwork there just really made me think about how it's super lasting and it all tells a story and people enjoy looking at it. And so I want to get back into doing oil paintings because I also think it's therapeutic. It's a good way to just kind of enter the flow state and be creative. It's a great outlet. So that's something that I'm going to be working on getting back into. And I was going to film a video of me painting. No, we'll see. Keep an eye out for those videos. Sundays for sure. Wednesdays if I have time to make like a bonus video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you're up to date on all the videos. You can follow me on Instagram for more real-time updates at Kelly Williams. Same on TikTok. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Comment down below something that you're excited and looking forward to. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!